Ear. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the God. I got five. Let's talk real talk. And I mean big facts. This part two to the Ukraine. Um, I did one already. And I was getting on Biden saying Biden wasn't gonna do this. Joe Biden wasn't gonna do that. You feel me? And he did some of the things. He did some of the things. You feel me? You know, um, that was because of the fact that I wanted, I'm a sensible person. If I see somebody uh, that's happened to have atrocities forced upon them, I'm a human being. I'm gonna be sympathetic to that. But what I'm not gonna be sympathetic to is when something is happening to you and you refuse to feel compassionate for somebody else. And what I mean by that is I no longer have sympathy for the Ukrainian people if they don't have sympathy for the black Ukrainians. I'll let that sink in for a minute because I said what I said. I will not express my compassion for what's happening to the Ukrainian people as a whole until the United States and those involved recognize the plight that the black people are having to suffer right now. They have to fight a civil war on top of being invaded. Not just the fact that they already been experiencing, you can pull it up. It's facts, big facts. Ukrainians' racism against black people. This is not nothing new to them. This is something that they already been doing. But this is 2020. You are under attack. You are being invaded. And the first thing you do is to have a first, a, a, a priority agenda to where the priority agenda is only extended to Caucasian people first. They say that black people are being treated like foreigners. They always been treated like that. And this is what people fail to realize is that, just because something is happening to them, you're supposed to forget the atrocities that's being inflicted upon our people. Yeah, being reported on the internet, but what about it being reported through television? Because y'all tell lies visually. That's what television is. Television is to tell you a lie visually. That's it. That's what television was made for. The black people in Ukraine need our support. They need our prayers. And they need recognition that beyond the fact that they're black, they're Ukrainian. They're being invaded too. They fear for their life as well. Their whole their whole livelihood is Ukraine. However they got to Ukraine, their livelihood is Ukraine. They're Ukrainians. So how dare a country being invaded finds it in their time to still be racist? Now, just because I'm saying what's going on and what's happening to black people and how they being mistreated right now does not stop my sympathy for what's going on. But if you want to talk about what's going on, let's talk about it. Ukraine used to be part of Russia. The Americans went in there and broke up the USSR. They went around and they campaigned all the little country states and shit around there to be on their side and to go against USSR, right? You wanted your own identity. This is what you told Russia. Now that you have your own identity, you don't do nothing with it. So you have your own identity. And then when these big monsters like China, United States, Israel, these other land grabbing nations, where you think y'all gonna set up? You think just because Joe Byron's son is the president of your energy company for the whole nation, that's gonna save y'all? That's some trick knowledge. Why Russia all of a sudden want to attack them now? And I'm gonna tell you why. Russia ain't all that innocent neither. Nah, they not. But the reason why Russia is attacking them right now is because Ukraine built a dam to stop the flow of water all the way down into Russia. So if you take a person's water from them, you take their life source from them. The very thing that you would need to survive is taken away from you. So if you have nothing to survive with, you resort to bestiality. Not, sexual bestiality, but you resort to becoming a monster again, man. A man that doesn't know no better. A man that's desperate to live. So if you stop in water from millions of people, what the fuck you think Russia gonna do? Russia not finna sit up there and take that shit. You think America would take that shit lightly? Nope. So if America could go over to Ukraine and make the present American president's son president of their whole energy company, right? If they can do that, why Russia can't go over there and try to take their country back? It was theirs. It was theirs. Y'all want to talk about that they bombing men, women, and children? What the fuck y'all think happened in war? Fuck you think happened in war, man? You think nigga the air died? People died, man. And then on top of these people dying, they show you how little black lives mean to them. How you gonna pull weapons on black people, black Ukrainians that's trying to lead a war-torn country for peace? You forcing them to their death, basically. It's like putting them in a gas chamber. The way that the Caucasian race of Ukraine is treating the black race of Ukraine is very, very, very much the same. You walking them to their death. No, you're not putting them inside of a stove. No, you're not nigga running tests on them. No, you're not doing all type of scientifical fucked up things to their body. No, but you forcing them to die when you're fleeing the same thing that you fear. How you gonna make me face something that you don't want to face? How you gonna make me be somebody that you don't want to be? If you leave me here, it ain't your land no more. Oh, you running from your land because you want somebody else to fight for it. If you're not gonna fight for it, you can't force me to fight for it. If your life is in danger, my life is in danger. Treat my life the same way you want somebody to treat your life, but yet you don't. And then when somebody don't treat your life with respect, you holler out that they racist. Oh, you racist. Oh, it ain't. It's about black pride. It's about black power. How you gonna ask somebody to be prideful of their race if everybody around the world is is disrespectful, treats them lesser than dirt? It's hard to teach your children to be proud to be black, but when they see it on the news of how they other people is getting treated around the world, it's only a guess that you want to not be associated. This is why people say it's people like the shit that I say that people say, "Oh, you racist." I'm racist because I care about my people no matter where they is or where they're at in this world. That what or how we get treated, nobody will want to be treated. It's 2022, man. You know, y'all talking about y'all advanced, so advanced now. Y'all knew the past was wrong, but yet y'all still discriminate against black people quickly. Just like with the Haitians was fled their country and ran through Mexico. The Mexicans was pulling guns on them. Y'all ain't, you feel me? And then they get through Mexico and get to the Arizona border. I ain't never seen that many border patrol police. I ain't never seen that many border patrol police. Where y'all at when the Mexicans? And no disrespect to my Mexican brothers, but where the fuck is the border patrol like that, nigga? When the Mexicans is crossing with all them drugs, when all the illegal immigrants is coming in that y'all complain about, where y'all at then? Y'all know where it's a game, bro. You gonna let who you let in, but we definitely ain't gonna let no black people in. And then when you point out there being racist, they call you racist. All I did was say, look at that racist behavior right there. And then you say I'm racist because I pointed out the racist behavior. That's how it works now. They talking about the war every day on TV. All day. Turn to any channel, any news station, AM, FM. They talking about the war. But are they talking about how they're forcing the black Ukrainians to stay in Ukraine while the war is going on? Not allowing them to leave, not allowing them access to the planes, trains, buses, not selling them gas and food. We can talk about the war, but let's talk about the civil war. Let's talk about the civil war that's going on right now against the black people in Ukraine. Ain't never been no slavery in Ukraine. Ukraine far as fuck from America. How they know about treating a black person like shit? Because they have a notion that has been received from the television. And the television is to tell lies visually. If you see it, you recognize it as truth. You ever heard the term put a spin on things? They don't value our life throughout the news. They don't value our life really nowhere. Before they could just tell you, oh, they over there lying, they tripping, don't worry about it. Oh, it ain't really going down like that. But people got phones now. People whipping these phones out. The lady in the trying to get on the train, giving her baby a bottle. They won't let her on the train. They drawing guns on black people, making them leave the trains, making them stand back from the buses. Won't give them access to the airport. Why though? If you're supposed to be a better country than Russia, why are you doing that to black people? If you don't want the Russians to do that to you, why are y'all doing that to black people? Explain that to me, somebody. Drop something in the comments. Let me know. And don't be afraid to engage in this type of conversation. White, black, Jewish, no matter who you are. You see this, drop a comment. You think I said something that we could debate about, we could talk about? Let's talk about it. Because the facts are the facts. Ukraine is being invaded, and the Caucasians of Ukraine are treating the black Ukrainians like they don't matter. And I'm going to say it again. Forcing the black Ukrainians to stay in Ukraine while Russia is invading and bombing them, bombarding them with bombs, land, sea, and air. It's the same thing making them stay there today, death. It's the same thing that the Russians, I mean, that the, that the Germans did to the Nazis. The Germans wouldn't let the Germans wouldn't let the Jews leave Germany. Took all their businesses, forced them into concentration camps, awaiting death. Awaiting death. You see, the Russians are bombing schools, apartment buildings, grocery stores, oil refineries. They don't care what that they blow up, as long as they blow up something to get people scared. If they get the president to run, they gonna have it. But what would be real funny to me is if the Russians was to take over and put them black people into, what I'm saying, positions of power. How would you feel then? And then you would say, "Oh, this is our country. This is you left it. You ran and you forced these people to stay here amongst these trials and tribulations that no man or woman, I don't care how, the strongest women wouldn't want to stay in the country that's being bombarded with bombs. But you want these people to do it because you think that their life is meaningless." See some of this stuff, man. In that area, you know, uh, is an area that, had a lot of, shall I say, ethnic cleansing, uh, genocide. You think Russia bad, but just think about some of these movies when they talk about the Ukraines or the Ukrainians. Some tough motherfuckers too, man. Them ain't just no motherfuckers, just no pushovers. They have a large Nazi following. Germany and them did take that over back in the days, you know. I just hope that the blacks of Ukraine be all right. I hope somebody gives light to this situation on a grander scale because we are human, man. We're human beings. We're very intelligent, and if you force us just to be left behind, you can't complain about the future of what they do or how they do it. You left it. You always say that, oh, we have the best ways. We can help you. Let us take over your government. Let us show you the way. But every time we allow them to show the way or to teach us, only thing that they show us is atrocity, violation to the utmost. Um, People of Ukraine, y'all need to be held accountable too, man. Y'all want the Russians to be held accountable, y'all need to be held accountable. Y'all forcing people to die for no reason. It's not cool. And you, like I say, man, I'm not gonna say it enough. You wouldn't want nobody to do you like that at all. And if you wouldn't want nobody to do you like that, you shouldn't do nobody else like that in the time of need. It's gonna ruffle some feathers, but hey, like I just explained, I'm a racist because I point out the racist behavior. Oh, you should just leave it alone. It doesn't really matter. And why is it like that when it always comes to something that somebody doing to the black people? When the black people get treated like that, oh, you don't understand. It wasn't supposed to happen like that, but it keep happening like that. And then you say, hey, um, it's hard to write on this paper, but you keep making this paper. You're gonna upgrade your paper, make it able to write on. So if you can't help uplift somebody, and if all you got to do is just to prejudge, be prejudiced, be a bigot, be a fascist, and be a racist, people deserve to treat you the way that you get treated. So, with that being said, I hope the black people of Ukraine, y'all stand strong. Y'all come together and know what you up against, and know that it's a ladder, but y'all gotta climb it. You gotta climb it, stay strong, and the hand of Allah be over you, man. And to the government of Ukraine, if you still the government of Ukraine as you say you are, this is intolerable, and it's something that you need to fix because they are your citizens, they're your constituents, um, and I'm not going to accept the narrative that these are criminals. And, I'm not going to accept that, even if they are criminals. Criminals have a right not just to be left for dead. Drop a comment, man. Let me know how you feel. Like, share, send a prayer for the blacks of Ukraine, and be looking forward for content on this subject because I know it ain't over with. I know it ain't. See y'all.